Okay, well, going back to the thing about goals.
Yes.
Like sometimes we set these goals that we know somewhere down the line that we can obtain, but through the travel of getting there, these obstacles just make it almost impossible.
Of course.
What is your advice as far as, overcoming these obstacles?
Okay, well, I have these things I call like dream killers. And those are the things like limitations, whether it's an action or belief that we impose upon ourselves that keep us from meeting our goals or our, short-term, long-term, or our big dreams. And those could be something really minute that you do or a bad habit that you have, and it actually gets in the way of you meeting your goal. Like everybody has these dream killers, and it differs from person to person. So for me, it might be fear, and I'm not just saying like fear of failure, but sometimes I have a fear of success. So
yeah, I can relate.
Yeah,
I can relate.
So sometimes that fear of being successful holds us back, or not being confident, or I like to say that I don't have money, but I do have the money. I'm just afraid to spend the money. But I should look at it as an investment. So what we should start doing is kill those dream killers and bring our goals and our vision back to life with the total opposite. So whatever the total opposite of your dream killer is, that's what we should be speaking to ourselves. So let me ask you, Ron, what are some of your dream killers?
Success. Like, for example, it's like, okay, how would you handle the success? Like, as far as like, let's say like DJing. Some people say that I am too humble, but I'm not that type of person to brag. I mean, I know I can play, but I don't see it.
You're all right.
I don't see it. It doesn't sit well with me to be like, yo, I'm the best DJ out there and all that. But other DJs have told me I need to be a little bit arrogant. But I know if I do that, I might get so much work and be so successful that I won't know what to do. How will I handle it and all that stuff like that? And then everything else that comes with it, people talking and, all that other stuff. Me, I like to lay back in the cut, just play my music and that's it. But being successful is something that crosses my mind, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I want to do that.
I think the fear of success does hold a lot of people back, because if we're successful, we're thinking about how guilty we'll feel because other people aren't as successful or aren't doing as well as we are. And then we'll start thinking about just all of those things will keep us back from being successful because we're so worried about just being too successful. And sometimes people think that because you're successful, you should be boasting. And then on the other hand, that you shouldn't be boasting because you're successful. So it's like a catch-22. You lose either way. But definitely identifying what holds you back from meeting those goals. So for me, one of my goals, and this will be a forever goal, is to limit my sugar intake. But I know realistically I have a sweet tooth. So I definitely try to minimize the carbs and the number of sugar I eat daily. But I also try to do a lot of cardio to balance it out. And I drink a lot of water instead of, sodas and juice. So just making sure you set smart, realistic goals. You identify what kills your dreams or what keeps you from meeting those goals, and you bring those things back to life with the total opposite of it. Shout out to the ladies of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated for 101 years of service. Thank you. All right. So she says, my dream killer is that I am an overthinker, and I always plan for the worst case scenario, which might not even be something that can happen. Yes. Definitely. So what, may I ask you, is the total opposite of that? Being an overthinker. So whatever that total opposite is for you, that's what you should focus on doing. All right. I might need hypnosis. All right. So, lastly, before I go, because we're talking about goal setting, I just want to leave you with some points to remind you how to keep your goals in sight. First of all, you have to keep it in sight. In order to meet your goals, they have to be in your view. Out of sight, out of mind. So if don't keep them before you daily, you'll forget about them. I love to encourage people to journal, to have a journal, to write it down. I love to encourage people to complete a vision board, to put it up where you can see it, because if you keep it before you daily, you'll be reminded of it. And when you're reminded of it, that visual memory is very strong, and you'll start being attracted to those things naturally, and you'll start seeing opportunities where you didn't see them before. So definitely keep it before you, or keep it with you. Write it down. Something about writing things down in your own handwriting is like a contract, a self-contract, and you tend to hold yourself to it. So definitely write it down, put it up where you can see it. Number 2, surround yourself with people that are doing what you want to do. If you want to be healthier, Ron, if you want to, get them gains, you got to hang out with people that are getting gains. You can work out with me, don't worry. If you want to be successful, you got to, hang out with successful people. You can't be running around with people eating junk food all the time. I try not to go to the bakery or go down the sweet and snack aisle, because I know that's where my weaknesses are. But surround yourself with people that are where you want to be, or are doing the things that you want to see come into fruition in your life. Number 3, I would say self-talk. Self-talk matters a lot. So like you said, Ron, you know that you're a great DJ. You don't have to boast about it, but be confident in the skills and the abilities that you have, and give yourself props. Affirm whatever it is and lastly, before I leave, I wanted to remind you that when you set goals, commitment matters more than motivation, because you're not always going to be motivated. You're not always going to want to wake up early. You're not always going to want to stay up late. You're going to be tired. You're going to be afraid. You're going to be scared. Whatever it is, choose commitment over motivation, because commitment will make you do the things that you don't want to do. All right, so that's it for me. If you want to find out more information about Ace Impact programs, make sure you check us out on Instagram under Ace_Impact_programs, and the website www.aceimpactllc.com. And I have a couple of virtual workshops going on that are sponsored by the Miami-Dade Public Library System, so you're free to check them out. Hope to see you guys.
Once again.
Thank you, Frankie. Thank you for all that you do.
All right. Job well done. And that was our special guest tonight, Frankie from Ace Impact. And I hope you guys gained something from that, because it was very helpful. And Rondu, you were absolutely right. Success is scary. But they also say if your dreams don't scare you, you're not dreaming big enough. So, but for us, even back in the day, I think that was our biggest thing. We was just content with doing our thing in the apartment, on our own, having fun in our element. But the minute people started to, want a piece of us, and we started to get hot, we started pulling back.
Like when we got offered our record deal.
Yeah, it was like, even to this day, I still don't want that part of the success.
Me neither.
What I mean? That's why I started gravitating more to making music and staying in the background. But Frankie was absolutely right. Visualization, couldn't get that out. Visualization is key. Way back, I watched a video called The Secret. And that's what they were talking about, visualizing your success and seeing yourself doing things that you need to do. And from there, I took that and ran with it. And like she says, constant reminders. Even at work, I would have pictures of my house. I would have pictures of boats, things that I know I want to get, places I want to go. And I always thought about where I want to be and trying to surround myself with those things where I would want to be in my future versus what was in my present. So, people complain a lot, but you got to change your environment. You got to change your way of thinking and start doing things and not be afraid to do things differently. So, just to add on to what she was saying. So yeah, man, that was very nice, very nice. So we're going to get back into playing some music. I see we having a little bit of technical difficulties. This thing is dropping out on us, but you gonna get back into a vibe, Rondu, or what we gonna do? What we gonna do here for the rest of the show?
Get into a vibe. I mean,
this out.
What vibe we going on?
You know what I mean? We keeping it old school. We jumping new school. What's up? Once again, I want to give a shout out to Frankie for coming out and hanging with us. And if you do have something that you would like to say or that would be beneficial to the people, to our communities, feel free to DM us, email, call us. Just let us know, and we will gladly, link up, because we want to make this a family affair. Everybody that's listening, you family. If you with us, you with us. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, most definitely, we want to make this bigger and continue with what we're doing here. So back to the Friday night mix. Man, I be getting tired. And I also want to say one more thing, like,